There's the pro strat right over there. Does anyone want to hire? Okay, you're too low in terms of stamina. You're too low in terms of all the skills. We don't really need another person who's good at front and rear jack, so I don't think we're going to keep you around either. Done and done. So we'll just do a little bit of a cycling. First priority is to get people running the tires with no mistakes, because that is the most important job. So Blank can only do tires, so we'll go ahead and throw you in here. We'll do Canuck. That sounds good too. Done. Oh no, Dunn's resting. All right, I guess something like that. So 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean, we probably aren't doing fixing. So do I even care? Because I might just want to make sure. Well, we'll put Neville in. That's going to be okay. Or take Nunes out. Maybe that's the higher priority here. Yeah, I don't really care about the fixing skill. I don't even know if their mistake chance matters if we're not actually doing fixing. But we'll go ahead and do that. If nothing else, it means we get to rest some people who needed a little bit of rest, and that's going to be a-okay. What's our situation with our cars? And remember, we're designing new suspension, which is great. So in 15 days, we've got Milan. Looks like it might be a wet qualifying, so it means there might be some rain on race day. It doesn't predict it, but we don't know. Top speed is going to be crucial. Now, that's interesting because it means we likely won't be able to redline our engine the entire time. So we won't need quite as much ERS for hybrid mode, which might make a one-stop a little bit more viable fuel-wise, depending on what we can do in terms of our configuration. So we might weight our tires a little bit more towards the mediums to make sure that we might be able to do like a medium-medium or medium-hard or something like that kind of sequence. I'm not sure. Oh, I missed a whiskey and chocolate. Yes, thank you. Actually, I missed a couple. Plain Coast Hills, thank you very much. Too bad about the poker outcome, but actually came from Motorsport Monday, so yay. I didn't want another 7-hour day of poker either. I mean, winning money sounds great. No, what would have happened is I was hoping to sort of slide into the money and then just go YOLO with it. And if we bust out, great. If we, like, even a double up wasn't going to be enough. I'm on to, like, triple or quadruple up to be like, okay, maybe I'll invest another 7 hours to try to keep getting into the deeper money. And then, oh yeah, Callisto. So I saw Callisto. I didn't see Plain Coast Hills. Thank you very much, Callisto, Plain Coast Hills, and Bitter Ashes for contribution to Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. I'll need to drown my sorrows from this poker game. I was super invested. At this point, and now I'm like, oh, why did I spend 7 hours yesterday not to get any cash? But again, we weren't going to limp into the money. We had to make some moves. And we did them. Better to go down swinging, right, than to just disappear with a whimper. Okay, I think we can advance the time. New version of DCSS out? Really? Oh. They keep making some changes there that some of them I'm not sure I agree with, but we'll have to take another look. I think if I recall, we were mostly curious, what was the great parts looking like? Yeah, see, all these great parts are kind of poop. Right, so we were going to YOLO a great component, I think, over here. Because the actual great components that were available are kind of garbage. So we need the plus. Yeah, this is right. This is so awkward. None of these really give us raw performance. In fact, this one takes it away. I mean, we could do this and just hope this hits something good, but honestly, it's really garbage. Maybe we still do this. Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of a... I guess I can do this, and yeah. We'll do this, and hope we get something that just gives us some raw stats. But that's probably the end of our suspension design. And if we do this and this, I guess it unlocks great. But yeah, see, great doesn't really matter. I guess we could do this and this, and... There's not even another one. Like, if there was another decent average, I'd say, okay, for... Like, this tire, we'll go average... and YOLO with this one. Next tire, maybe we go like an average, another decent average, we YOLO this one, and we take one of the excellents, or like, except we still won't be able to, so it's moot. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this one. Hope we hit something decent. Yeah, this was the plan last Monday, but man. It does ever not feel good, huh? Like calling an all-in with Ace-Queen. You know you have to do it, but it doesn't feel good. All right, we're trying to pump reliability here. Actually, we should have done it sooner so we have our brakes. Let me cancel this one. Okay, I'm betting these two will be good enough to be used for the next race. But I should have started this a little sooner, actually. Okay, this is the vote we paid for qualifying base grid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little save here. Just to make sure we didn't misunderstand this, and it turns out to be worse, although we already paid the $1 million for it, so. But this should be a vote for next year. We're going to go back to a single shot qualifying as opposed to the triple. A lot of people are for, some undecided. We are going to vote for it. I'm going to use an extra vote because we have a lot of voting power saved up. We have tons. So, I mean, already 5 people for it. It can't possibly go against. I'll throw in one extra just in case there's a tie break. So this will be 6 votes for. So it's definitely going to pass. And there we go. We think it'll be a little bit better for us when we get to the next, when we get a little stronger, it'll be better for us, but also just makes it a lot better for the stream in terms of timing. Whoa, Green Eyes, thank you very much. Here's a little something for the new year. Thank you for all the awesome gameplay. It makes work a lot faster. Well, thank you for watching. It's a lot of fun to play video games with people watching. It would be a lot less entertaining without you folks all around. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Car design is good. Everything here is fine. Milan in 3 days is looking good. All right, what do we get for our suspension? Oh, we got interrupted from something else. What did we get for our suspension? With our randomized part. I guess it won't tell us. Oh, random component. Medium spirit corner plus 40 to max. That's excellent. That's probably the best outcome we could hope for over there. Okay, and yes, these things are going to be in good enough shape to use this race, which is going to be good. Deceleration is a crucial part, so this brake actually might be a little bit having a hard time, but overall is going to be fine. So yeah, this suspension can get up quite a lot better, which is going to be nice. We'll have to finish improving the performance for it later, but let's keep everything in here for now. Yeah, that's going to be okay as is. So for their next part design, the front wing is now our worst area. So let's go ahead and do that. Plus 20 is going to be nice, and we can get a flat plus 30. Looks like we've actually got some good wing components here, so we should actually have some pretty good wing design happening this season, which is going to be really nice. And all we're looking for is raw stats, because the raw stats carry over to the next season. It's time to go racing. So it's going to be 26 laps. So each lap is very long. This is going to be, it's a little, we like shorter laps generally because it gives us a little bit more flexibility to optimize exactly when we pit. Because here we might be pitting with a little bit too much tire left, or we decide to stay out, in which case the tire burns out halfway through the lap and it's kind of annoying. So that's a little bit frustrating. On the other hand, much longer laps do mean it's much less likely that we will get lapped. And therefore, our fuel calculations and tire calculations to a certain extent are a little simpler, because if we get lapped, we are going to do one less lap over the course of the race, and that might change some of our mathematics over here. We already know, because it's a track that's hard on top speed, we are probably not going to be able to redline our engine the entire time, so we will effectively be getting some fuel savings over there. So we could even consider maybe underfueling the car. I think one of the big question marks will simply be how many stops we have to make. I think ideally this would be a good one if we only have to stop once, because we'll only get the one boost to our ERS, but that'll probably work out fine. So we're going to take the 7th place and above sponsor, because there's no way we can get any of the others. And I'm going to bring... It feels very unlikely that we'd be doing medium, medium, medium. Medium, medium, soft is more likely, because I would like to burn through one of these tires in practice. Yeah. I mean, we keep doing this. I'm actually debating bringing an extra medium. Because if we do this, in practice, we burn through one set of softs. then we use 2 sets of softs for quali, leaving 1 extra set of soft. If we make it into Q2, who gives a shit? We're not going to do it on fresh tires. We're not good enough. It's not worth it. So we will start the race with 1 fresh soft, 3 fresh mediums, and then the hard. Just in case the math works out that we want to go medium, medium, medium for some reason. But we're hoping that maybe we can do medium, medium, or maybe medium hard for 1 stop. Although, the thing is, if we have to 2 stop, medium, medium, soft is much more likely than medium, medium, medium. I'm saying medium a lot, but you know, that's how it goes. And there is rain for quali as well, so we might not even use the softs compounds. Gamer Taurus, thank you. Here's for some Swiss chocolate. I have some 90% dark cocoa. Myself, I'm enjoying your stream. I'm trying to remember if we have some 90% upstairs. We got a gift pack with some pretty high cocoa content chocolate. I can't remember if there's a 90 specifically, but I think there might be. And new lockdown in England and Scotland as well, going through a lockdown. More time for computer games. Yay. We got to take what we can where we can, right? So yeah, the heavy rain and quality is going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if there's any rain on race day. I think I'm okay with this tire selection. I mean, you know, there's always a good chance that we'll be like, oh, I wish we could done foo, but we don't know what foo will be. If we switch our tires around now, we might be like, oh, I wish we'd done it the other way. So, I mean, Chica's still overall doing better for us. Although, I gotta say, Ria's she's done pretty well, but she's higher up. We're gonna give her the priority. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do that, followed by this. And yeah, the reliability is fine, running those. And then over here, yeah, this one we can't run, but we can go ahead. Hang on, I gotta do some more ajustements so she gets less cranky about things. There we go. Again, we don't know if this is just a display issue or if it's actually changing the way the math works, but so all of our best parts, I mean, this will be a best part, but right now it's not reliable. Yeah, all of our best parts are installed in our cars. Here we go. Do 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 do. What game are you talking about, Knight? Hey, you can always email me or tweet at me. It might get ignored, or it might be like, holy shit, I never thought about it. Oh, we're starting practice with a little bit of rain. Actually, there's going to be rain most of practice. So that is interesting. The downside to this is we probably won't be able to get our medium tire knowledge. Because we can practice on mediums, and there's no crashing in practice, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you're not using the right compound for the weather, you don't get very much knowledge. We might be able to sneak in a level 1 when it's a little low there in the middle. We might be able to do 1 lap now on level 1s and get a tiny bit and then switch to intermediates for a while and then there. That is going to be really awkward for tire knowledge development. And it's not even wet enough for us to practice in wets for quali. But maybe quali will be intermediate weather, and then we'll be happy that we've got the inter knowledge. So we are going to start on inters, as the drivers want. We don't know where the downforce is going to be for this track. Interesting that they think it's going to be a high downforce track, because this has got a lot of straights. Alright, for Chica, I'm going to leave her downforce where it is. Oh, what does the handling look like? Yeah, no real information there, which is a little bit annoying. We're going to leave the downforce where it is, because likely it's going to be going to the left, so we'll know what direction to go into that. For handling, we don't know where it's going to end up. I'm going to stiffen it up for now. And the speed balance, I will put a little bit more towards top speed, because probably that's where it is. So downforce, I'm going to lower the downforce for Monty, because it'll be a little easier to know which side we're going on. I'm going to stiffen up the suspension, and I'm going to make the speed balance a little bit more towards top speed as well. But yeah, I have no idea where we're going to end up with this. Take practice. And send. And send. These are long, long laps, which is actually going to make it a little harder to squeeze in a ton of practice combinations. Because really, all we got to do is send them up for the outlap, bringing them back in. We'll get some feedback immediately, which isn't entirely realistic. It almost feels like we should. It almost feels like the feedback should take like a full hot lap or something. But you know, okay. So we're pouring everything over here. So the upside to that is we know we have to go quite far away from wherever we are. So I'll do something like this. Maybe I'll shorten this up even a little bit more, and we'll send you out. I actually should have checked Balky's configuration first, because she was actually in a great spot for handling. And both cars will be in a similar place for handling, so quite a bit more understeer for other drivers. This is okay instead of poor, which is interesting. So we don't have to go quite as far, but we still have to go fairly distant. And I'm going to shorten up. Again, it feels like it's such a high-speed track, but I don't know. We'll see what that has to say about things. Oh, MG. Hope you're going to be okay. Oh, there you go. I'm just going to let Balky come in here. I'm going to check Balky first. 97% already. We're like doing real well here with Balky. I'm gonna dial in a tiny bit more downforce. There we go. Try to keep those there and do that. So between the A and the H, left of the D, between the A and the H, on the A. Good, but not great. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Monty wants as much downforce, or as much handling. As Monty. Oh, I forgot what trim we're doing things on. I guess they're both on quality trim for now, which is fine. It's going to be very important to us. I'm going to suggest that we get our race trim to level 3, since we're not going to have race tire configuration. We might have quality tire configuration because we might be qualifying on inters. Oh, bingo. Yes. Okay, that's interesting. So we were on great. We're still on great for the downforce, but we dropped a percentage. So if there's going to be excellent, it's going to be to the right of where we are. It might be in between the two. It might be to the right of the previous thing. So I'm going to... It feels a little hard to believe that there's going to be that much. But we're going to go ahead and pull back on the downforce. So now we're slightly... slightly to the right of the previous grade. If you ever have to run on 97%, that's not the end of the world. Hold on, let's... try to go a little more like this, and then a little more like that. See what that does for us. I'm going to switch to a race trim right now. And I think actually I'm going to leave Balky out. Whoa! Triple purple! I think we've gotten a 98% on triple purple before. Okay, 99. Still, you know, no 100 there, but that's going to be okay. We'll put you out. So we're going to put both of them out on race trim. And leave them out. Well, I say that. Too late for there, but we actually want to do... Because we're not actually going to get much intermediate knowledge here. We're actually going to pull you in after a lap or so and switch you to a medium tire. And just see what we can do. Yeah. Let's bring you both in. We'll throw you on some slicks. You get a little bit of knowledge there. We'll get to level 2 quali, and then we'll switch back. Alright, downforce is still just great, which is interesting. It's great, great, great. I'll pull back a tiny scooch more on the downforce, but I'm not going to stress too much about it. So yeah, do 3 laps on quali with the mediums here. We're not going to go for any soft knowledge because there's a very likely chance that we're not actually going to be using our soft tires at all. There's our level 2 quali. We're going to switch to race trim. We'll probably do 1 lap or so on this, just to try. We'll try to get our medium tires to level 1, and then it's going to be intermediates for the rest of the session. So race trim, 4 laps because it's not going to be very long. You're still going to be on your mediums. There you go. So we're going to send you out. You're going to go to intermediates now. Well, hopefully Monty's going to be enough to do the... maybe I'll send you out on another medium. We're going to switch to race trim. Do a short one because we're going to bring you in like this. Do 1 more lap on the mediums here, Balky, because I think we're going to need you to do it. Because Monty may have gotten there by herself, but her feedback stat is so low that there's a good chance she doesn't. Okay, so now the idea is Monty is just going to... Well, both drivers are going to just stay out now for the rest of it on race trim and intermediate tires. And we'll try to max that out. Still can't find the great for Balky. Or the excellent downforce for Balky. Worst case scenario, 97% is not bad. And intermediates, and go. And that's going to be the rest of practice here. Because there's a good chance we'll need a lot of intermediates for the race. We'll have to see the weather. If it turns out to be a race where we're just in intermediates the whole time, we're going to be really, really pleased. Because they actually last fairly long. So we might still be able to do a 1-stopper. Probably a 2-stopper. But that's okay. Intermediate knowledge is maxed out. We're not going to get, like, slick knowledge now, but actually, let's bring you both in. We'll put you back on the mediums. It's a little early, so you're not going to get much for it right now, but it's still going to be okay. Send out. Oh, there you go. Okay, we found the... there, we're 98%. We found the downforce. Now we've lost a little with the speed balance. We need to move the speed balance slightly to the left. I'm going to do that by tweaking the downforce. I'm going to bring up the rear wing angle, and then bring down the front wing angle. I think we did it a little too much. Something like that. So this nudges the speed slightly to the left, which should bring it back to excellent. We might be able to squeeze a 99% out of all this. We don't have very much time. Probably the 4 laps of fuel is going to be plenty. And then it doesn't take as long to refuel them. You're wiping your screen because of the rain? I like the rain effect. It's quite cool. So we maxed out our race trim. We might be able to get to level 2 medium. I don't think we're actually going to need... We're not going to need or use the level 2 medium. We didn't get there. It's very unlikely that we'll actually put it to use because of the rain. Well, we don't know, actually. Never mind. Maybe... Yeah, well, we had no choice. We were sort of stuck on intermediates. There's a chance we don't use intermediates, in which case level 3 there is wasted, and then we much prefer the medium knowledge. But, I mean, there's only so much we can do in the practice. This is not looking like heavy rain here on Quali Day, I'm just saying. Okay, it is going to start. Okay, so, and then it's going to stop. Oh, shit. Well, we're going to get out immediately. We're going to see if we can sneak in a quali thing right before the rain hits, and then after that, we'll wait for it to dry up. So, obviously, quali trim. And then the rest doesn't matter. Because we're just going to be, we're just going to be doing our stint on Ultra Softs. Yeah, doesn't make a difference. Car setup, we got to 98%, that's going to have to be good enough. And over here, 99%, that's certainly fine. So we're going to take qualifying. Oh, fucking sweet spot! I forgot that was a thing we had. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, send out immediately. Damn it. I get distracted. Quick, 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 finish. Oh, these laps are so long! Oh, these laps are so long. We were not able to get in our... I could have pulled them right away. Oh, we're not actually going to be able to do a dry lap at all. It's just going to be intermediates. Which, why didn't I pick the intermediate knowledge then? Because I thought we'd be able to just get it done. I should have picked sweet spot. I effed up completely. I effed up completely, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm trying to go too fast. I'm still distracted. I'm still a little thinking about poker in the background. So sweet spot is, yeah, a trait that we could have put on, which would have made it a little easier for these guys to get their tires and the brakes in the right condition. Okay, I don't think that's going to apply once people get onto the proper tires. But technically, we qualified P1 and P2, you guys. We are going to send them out again. Still only a minute for a lap, which is amazing. Yeah, we'll go through another fresh set of inters, which we might need for the race. But it's not like that's too badly worn. Stop the count. I went personal best with Monty, but then no improvement. Okay. Neither one of them improved in the end. I mean, we are solidly in Q2. With a 9th best time from Balky. Okay. Be nice if we change our settings now. Okay, so we know we're not going to be able to get a dry run in here. I'm just going to wait for the track to dry off and do one on the softs. Now, if we end up in Q3, we will be in an awkward tire thing, but if it rains on race day, then we're not going to be locked into any tires, which is going to be interesting. Lavoie got knocked down in Q1? What? Lavoie, who wins all the races? How did that happen? How did that happen? The driver's just whining. It's like, no, trust me. Trust me. And we're going to wait a little bit more, because we're not really going to be fitting in 2 stints. I mean, maybe we could have fit in 2, but it's such a long... I'm not sure that we... Because it's you know, it's going to be at least 3 minutes, if not maybe 4, because the out lap and in lap are slower than the actual hot lap. So I'm not sure we could fit. But this way, we actually are going to wait until we get a little bit of grip in available. So we're going to send you out on the softs. Go. Go. Ooh, double perfect for Balky. No purples. Oh, so close! We're both going to be in Q1, whether we want to. So we're going to be starting on these tires. We're going to start the race on these 2 tires, whether we want to or not, unless it's raining. Just missed the sponsor objective. Although I think we need to get the sponsor objective in Q1. Or Q3, sorry. I always get that backwards. I'm like, Q1 is the best, right? P1's the best, so Q1 must be the best. No. Both drivers get into Q3. I don't know if we want to be in Q3. But we made it. Okay. All right. Get to mark that off the bingo card. Is there a Q3 on the bingo card? Nice. Oh, and it's bone dry. Oh, that's too bad because it doesn't give us the opportunity to do shenanigans. I don't think there's any reason to do 2 quality times. I think we will just wait until the very end for maximum track grip. And well, okay, here's the thing. Do we really expect that we're going to be using softs? What are we looking like for tires? So yeah, this is going to be locked for the start. You know what? We probably don't need another soft tire compound for the race. All right, we'll do 2 runs. I'm going to let the first set of cars go out. Give us a little bit of rubber on the track. All right. All right, let's do this. Double perfect on Monty. Who needs sweet spot? Not us. I didn't catch Balky's. 7th and 8th. We might hit sponsor objective here. That's going to be tight. I come in. We're going to wait until the end. We'll get a little bit more grip. What is with these qualifying times? All right, all right, all right. I'm going to quiet mode here. Monty's on personal best. I don't know if it was at the end. Not enough to improve in position. Pretty lame. Are we going to have... Oh my god! We hit the sponsor objective! Remember, our car is garbage for this league. This is a rate... This has starting 7th and 8th. What? What? I don't know if it's going to be good starting on the worn tire, but... I mean, that is exciting. Holy crap. What, no one's like going crazy for us? Where's the message about Predator? Oh, that was from the early. That's from a practice session. Wow. Wow. We did put in a couple of recent improvements, but we're still pretty low on the track. Looks like it's going to be a dry race, which is maybe a little unfortunate for us. Mediums race trim. Well, rather than getting a measly 5% improvement on our medium tires, how about we take Engine Expert? This might be a race for it, because engine is crucial, which means it's going to get worn faster. Yeah, I like it. And we're going to be at least 2 stopping. So we'll be able to put in some more ERS, which means more hybrid mode, which means we'll save more fuel. I like it. We could do a similar thing with Nurse. Now, car condition drops slightly slower. I'm assuming this applies to all the parts. So, I mean, we want race trim, but that 5% performance increase ain't much. So maybe we'll throw a Nurse in. Oh, you think there's rain in the last quarter? Oh, yeah, okay. Still not enough for us, I think, to justify taking the intermediate tires. I think we're going to run these. We haven't run these the entire thing. I think I kind of like it. So we're forced to start on these softs, so they're not the worst. And we're going to start with a full load of fuel. We're definitely going to run our engines in overtake mode for most of the race, especially with the stats we've got. We are going to get passed by a lot of cars early on, and that's fine. I think... Okay, yeah, wait, hold on. What's our... What's the predicted tire wear? Okay, 8 to 10 laps. There's 26. That's not bad. I wonder if there's any chance we could just finish on hards, like go soft to hards and finish. Probably it's going to be soft. No, well, we can't because in the medium. We can probably go soft into medium into intermediates. Hopefully the mediums will last long enough to make us there. Or it might be soft into hard into intermediate. But either way, that's going to be the situation. Okay. So I actually think, with the hope that we go soft to medium as opposed to soft to hard, okay, we'll start the race. I'm going to start on yellow here. Because, again, we're going to get passed regardless. We're going to be surrounded by people with much better cars than us. Oh, I can't, yeah. We got to wait for the race to start. So first we get this formation lap. %50 risk? Yeah, maybe. Maybe do an early 50% risk on both. Kind of YOLO this. This might be our best chance to get some points. Okay. I just want to take a look real quick here. Mediums are expected to last quite long. Yeah, so we definitely won't have to use the hard. Holy shit. If there wasn't going to be any rain, theoretically we could do soft into hard and not stopped again. But there is going to be some rain, so I think soft into medium is just going to be perfect. The rain is going to start, I mean, maybe around lap 19. When are we going to switch to inters? Maybe lap 21, 22. I mean, it might not actually be super hard. It might only end up being that we'd only really want intermediates for like 3 laps. And whether it's worth an extra stop, I mean, probably. But let's assume we need to get 20 to 21 laps worth out of our slicks. So 8 out of the softs. I mean, it's going to be, we can push these guys. Because if we get 16 out of the mediums, we only need like 4 or 5 out of the softs to get there. So we can definitely push a little bit, especially right now the tires are cool. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to attack here. But we're going to push a tiny little bit. Wiggy here is going to start off, and they're actually hybriding right from the start, which is interesting. Okay, 7th and 8th. Here we go. Here we go. Monty dropping down to 9th right away. Not really surprised. We're now 8th and 10th, 8th and 11th. Again, the cars that are around us are considerably stronger than we are. Who's this in 7th? A Ribby that we were fighting with. They're on fresh medium, so there's someone who came in from 11th place or lower because they got the start on fresh tires. We've got a bunch of people. That's actually really good, starting on hards, because they can probably go hards all the way into the intermediate transition and only do a single pit stop. Safety car makes you play with the settings. It's rolling lap doesn't. Yeah, right? Although there's literally 0 wear and fuel use during the rolling start. Balky with an overtake. What is happening here? Hey! And Lavoie, who did terribly in quali for some reason, is banging in the fastest laps. Where's Lavoie at this point? Oh, right over here. Didn't she do terribly in quali? Didn't she get, like, busted out in Q1? Now up in 6th place. That's a monster of a car and a monster of a driver. We're back at 8th and 10th, which ain't too bad. Balky doing really, really well over here. Lots of people pushing their tires a fair bit. She's definitely driving a Mercedes, yeah. Lavoie is basically the Hamilton. Not to be confused with the actual Hamilton, which is down over here in 18th place. My God, Balky driving like a woman possessed. Possessed by the demons of speed. There must be a demon of speed, right? I mean, there's like a god of speed. So why not a demon of speed? Lavoie is the female Canadian Hamilton driving for Ferrari. Alright, Urs is good. Tires, temperatures are okay. Ruiz retired with mechanical issues. Alright, well, that's one less person we've got to beat, I suppose. We actually have, like, the straight line speed is better than Piaget's car here. That is crazy. How do we have so much straight line speed? I mean, maybe it's the engine modes and stuff. Well, no, I mean, they're pushing a little bit. Ours is a little bit more, but what the hell? We're not engaging our Urs. We're just trying to store up some charge here. Actually, I'm going to pop the hybrid mode on both of these now. The biggest question is going to be the double stack risk. We're less than 2 seconds apart, which is going to be a bit annoying. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to back off on Monty a little bit. She's going to drive a little slower and get a little bit more tire life out of her. She might have to pit second. So we're going to hope that Balky can, or that Monty maybe can get an extra lap out of her tires. The cliff on the softs, so Ultras is 20, Supers 15. The cliff on the softs is 10%. We're going to take a look. On the next lap, we're going to try to see how much Balky uses. I suspect she might box after the next lap. So she'll box well before the cliff, but maybe when she's in the lowest performance band. And then Monty, who's in 10th. 7th and 10th. I mean, there's some people pitting, admittedly. Okay, pit entrance is here. Where are we at? 32%. Temps are getting a little high. Yeah, I think that's going to be exactly it here. You might box this lap. 8th place is going to box. These are long laps. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, Balky's going to pit now. Monty's going to pit next lap. 110 form. Wow. And then 6.9 for Monty. Nice. So yes, the plan is we're going to switch to mediums and try to ride them until the rain, which is not going to be severe, but we will want some intermediates, I think. We're going to throw in a little bit of charge. Tell you what, let's go for the 50%. We don't know what the percentages are, but we're gonna find out. We'll go totally safe. I don't know if that affects the risk chance with the ERS, but that is going to be the plan. Yeah, I want to try to figure out some more multiplayer stuff for the community. I don't know what the plan will be. All right, there's Balky. So Monty's got 10. Oh, she got 15% before she hits the cliff on these tires. Yeah, she's gonna definitely be fine. She can actually push for this for her next lap. So now we may need to stretch these tires. I think I'm going to run her on neutral mode over here to make sure they last long enough for the rain. Might be less of an issue with Monty because she's going to be coming in a little bit later with it. So you're coming in for this. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do it on both. I don't care. We're gonna take some risks here. I want to get some points this race. We haven't had a single ERS failure that we don't know what the percentage chances are. But we should be able to, on this stint, Balky can probably about 100% her ERS before we go and flip it into hybrid mode. Then at some point we got to start looking for the engine. But right, her engine condition will be spotless because her engine condition doesn't drop at all from the higher modes. So other than natural decay, which will happen because it's a crucial part, but not that much, she's going to be fine. It's mostly going to be Monty's engine that we're a little bit more curious about. She's got NERS. Part conditions drop slower, which presumably affects the engine as well, but she's not going to be immune to it dropping. So we'll have to keep an eye on Monty's engine a wee bit more. But both pit stops went fine. Balky's got a lot of free air front and behind. It'll be interesting to see. Monty is closing in 14th, because I might bring down her tire mode as well now, but not right now. We're going to give her an opportunity to get past a person in 14th place over here. We might even use a little bit of power mode on her ERS as she closes right in. I kind of like that idea. Once we get around this big corner, so activate it now, because we're going into another straightaway. I did burn a lot more than I'd want. Oh, and they countered with their owners. Well, that used a lot more power than I was hoping for. I thought maybe we'll burn 20%. Now I'm a little concerned. I'm happy I took the risk. Right? It's like when we're playing poker. You know, sometimes you got to go for it. We'll see. Balky's banging in some personal bests, which is nice. A lot of people on hard, so they're going to go a little slower than us. And effectively, I mean, the pit stop situation, I think it's really nice, like Becker and Flores, because I think they're going to save a pit stop. Although, are they? They actually might still have to pit to go into another slicks before the rain happens. I don't think they've babied their hards enough. Yeah, we know the rain is coming. Here comes the rain again. Just about time to pop the ERS, the hybrid mode, on Balky. We'll go and do this. The tire temps are getting a little low. They're getting a little higher over here. I'm just going to bring it back down to neutral preemptively. Okay, let's hit this. Now, Balky's always a little bit better on fuel as well. Balky specifically has a fuel-saving trait as well, so her fuel situation is always going to be a bit better. I'm a little worried about Monty. We'll clearly have to do another 50% recharge with Monty. I don't think we'll have to do that with Balky. But we might do another 50%er with Monty. We shall see. I think the AI will pit for inters. I think if they don't, it'll be really bad. That's enough laps in the proper intermediate weather that I think they will get absolutely punished if they do not pit for inters. It might happen if they're like, they're on fresh enough tires, they're like, oh, I may not want to pit again. They might do some math and think it's better to just keep going if they just pitted, but I think that'll ultimately be a mistake. That comes back centered up, so we'll just go back down to yellow mode for a little bit for now. Yeah, we still have quite a few more laps to do on these tires. I mean, the cliff on it's 5%, but I'd rather, like, not be in the lowest performance band. Better to not over-push the tires. Jesus. Tire to tire through the chicane! Balky comes out ahead. Holy crap, who's that in 11th? Becker. On some pretty worn, hard tires. The thing with the hardest compound, though, is the performance doesn't change that much as the tire degrades. So, yeah, it gets a little slower as it goes down the percentages, but not by much. It starts off pretty slow, is one of the things. Medium is sort of the same way. It's the softest compound that, like, when you get in that lowest performance band, like, even before you hit the cliff, you get a massive drop-off. That last, when you hit 30%, it's like you're sort of hitting a cliff. It's like a soft cliff on the soft tires. All right, fuel's fine over here. Fuel's actually looking pretty good over with Monty as well. Engine's degrading a little bit more, but not too badly. I think we're going to be fine with Monty. We're going to go back into red, especially if we're going to risk another 50% ERS charge on Monty, which I think we are. I think she can go into red mode over here. Now, if the ERS backfires at that point, then Monty might not finish the race as a result of fuel problems. We're in 10th. We're still in the points right now with Balky, just past Hamilton, who pitted for soft in the pits. I think that was actually a really good call over there. I think we can go back to push mode on both tires because I think we're looking good. There's a good chance we're going to have to double stack here because we don't really want to pit our inters too early or too late. But there's enough of a gap between the two. There's 6 seconds between the two drivers, and our pit stops are only taking about 2 seconds because we're only doing a tire change. So we can 100% double stack these drivers, and that's going to be fine. Balky's in 9th, Monty's in 12th, Partanen is putting in a fastest lap. Becker's really getting to the end of those hard tires. There's no cliff, though. They can drive that all the way down to 0%. Let's go hybrid mode now. You're going to be fine with your fuel levels, I think, Monty. How's your engine condition? Yeah, it's fine. And everything's going to be golden over here. No problem with parts. Alright. A couple more laps. We'll start to see the first few drops. And even when there's some proper rain on here, it might not be quite enough to require the inters. If we still got the tire condition, we might, we might push a little bit into the wet range with these. It'll really depend. These are such long laps that it'll be tricky to hit the exact sweet spot for our tire change. There's a good chance we'll do half a lap too early or half a lap too late, with really no other alternate. 431 kilometers per hour. So the drizzle's going to start any second now. Balky up in 7th, going to get passed by Hamilton on pretty fresh softs. I mean, we're not going to... It's nice that we're holding Hamilton up, actually. There's yours. Because, like, Hamilton's going to be pissed. Like, oh my god! Hamilton not able to get the value out of these soft tires as he tries to go around the outside, but he had enough grip and a little bit of ERS kicking in. Okay, we're coming up on the pit stop now. I think we do another lap. I think we easily do one more lap before we come in for inters. There's the pit entrance there. It is not wet enough. It might be like interweather right before we pit, but just barely. Just barely. But we will be pitting next. So actually, go ahead and like burn through the rest of your tires. That's going to be fine. Both of you are going to be boxing. We're going to do the conservative hybrid on Balky. We'll also trigger the hybrid now. I should have done it a little sooner. Yeah, we're going to double pit because they're 6 seconds apart. They're going to be fine to double stack. They're going to be fine to double stack. Sorry, what's our fuel situation here? -1.5. I think we're going to be fine. I forgot to change tires, thank you. As I was going over here, and I was hitting the inters on Monty, I was like, I don't think I switched the tires on Balky. I'm going to double check that. Their deltas are the same. You got a little bit of a charge now. 1.5 laps. Are we going to charge 1.5 laps of the hybrid here with the 25? I think we're going to be fine to just do the 25% charge on Monty. I think we're going to be A-okay. We're clearly not going to get lapped. We might do something like this with Monty. Okay, let's reset these. So, intermediates. 25% charge is going to be fine. No real difference over here, so we'll keep it safe. No, do 50, why not risk it? Well, because actually our placement's looking really good right now. And the problem is if the ERS breaks, I don't think Monty can finish the race. And right now there's actually a possibility for double points finish. A little unlikely, but I don't think there's any reason to risk the 50%. I think Monty's going to be fine. And we don't know the percentage chance of it breaking, but I think we're going to be fine. Hi, thanks for the gift subs. Who dat? Progress, thank you. And I know there's been more stuff here, and I know we've been a little distracted. So some people switch to inters already, but it's slightly too early for this switch. We're going to be hitting intermediates as basically the exact ideal time. It's right around the sort of ER place. That's really where you want to be on intermediates. If we're a little early, it's not the end of the world because of our adaptability. We'll make the intermediates okay. Yeah, I think we're just hitting exactly the perfect time for the inter swap. And bam. Perfect double stack. See, Mercedes, that's how you do it. More ERS charge. I think Balky can keep going on the reds. I think I'm going to keep this on the orange over here. I mean, they basically have both the same charge, but Balky's a little bit better on fuel and is a little bit better on fuel. The thing is, 1/3 of this is probably about a lap, so we probably are equal fuel now. We're going to gain a little more charge. We might be able to give a little bit more with Monty, but I just don't know. Rather err with a little bit extra fuel than a little too little. So some people have not boxed yet. So and this is definitely wet enough they'd wish they were an intermediate. So their lap times are suffering right now, and they still have to pit anyway. So 11th and 13th, I think we are effectively quite a lot better than 11th and 13th right now. It's possible they're going to just try to stay out. It is admittedly not soaking wet, and if they have good adaptability, they might not be losing very much time. But I don't know. Yeah, Marston's race. Marston's always in the race. He's followed us all along. See, they're 12th over here. So that's a Ribeiro right here. Look, Monty's just going to just burn past him like he's standing still. And she's probably going to pass Marston. What's the time difference? 2.3. Just watch this number go down. 2.1. 1.8. 1.2. And there's a long time before they can pit. And these guys are, like, they're either going to go completely slow or they're still going to have to pit in here. Hamilton as well on his softs. So 9th and 12th. I mean, we're in the points. We don't have the sponsor objective. A sponsor objective is nice. What I'm really excited for is getting another few points to protect us against losing our 8th place position. Look at Monty just blow past people as if they're standing still. That is excellent. But right now there's no one really, because 7 seconds ahead and behind. I mean, the 7 seconds behind is over there. So we're right now not looking to improve. We're not going to improve unless there's a pit right now. I mean, maybe we catch up on Hamilton. We don't necessarily catch up on the graph here, on the Van de Graaff machine. So we are going to have to do the final hybrid soon. I'm going to do it now. It'll be quite informative as well. Oh shit, the temps. Have we been in red the whole... Well, okay, we actually do want to be in red because this tire's not going to be around for very long. So we actually want to consume as much tire percentage as we possibly can. But hitting 100% is bad because we will double our tire wear. We got some whiskey and chocolate. Who dat? It's Kregoris. Oh, thank you very much, Kregoris. Kregoris. I always think of the dragons from WoW as well with your name. I know I said that every time, but it's true every time. Thank you very much for that. And a happy new year to you as well. May 2021 be at least a little bit better than 2020. Let's keep our objectives, our expectations reasonable, right? Let's manage our expectations. Is there a bingo card? There you go. Hamilton keeps dropping. So Balky, 5.6, 5.4. These are like worn tires. I don't think Hamilton's pitting at this point. I think he's just like, well, I'm going to make it to the end. Oh, Partanen just pitted. 9th and 10th. Are we going to double point this? Are we actually going to have some fuel problems on Balky? Quoi? Markson ran wide. Okay, we're fine on Monty. That's going to be okay. On yellow here, especially we can throw in a little bit more hybrid. I mean, I guess we may as well do this. No, you're 100% going to be fine. As like miscounting laps. Yeah, you're going to be okay. Okay, no, she's going to be fine. It's the last lap now, final lap now, that she just started. Yeah, because the lap counter was flipping me out for a bit, but that's the first person. So Balky's just now starting her lap. We can finish on medium and be 100% fine. In fact, with a little bit of hybrid, we might be able to finish on high and be fine, but it's going to be okay. And actually, with Monty, we're definitely going to be able to finish on high with a little bit of this. Because in yellow mode, you actually use slightly less than 1 lap of fuel per lap, and then we have a little bit of hybrid to throw in. Scuderia Rossini for Lavoie. So Lavoie, despite getting kicked out in Q1, starting, you know, down somewhere like 16th or lower, has won the race. She is a god-tier driver in a god-tier car. So yeah, it'll look bad for Monty here, but we're going to hit the hybrid mode, so she's going to be fine. She won it by 17 seconds. Jeebus. We can probably finish the lap on double red engine or tire mode here. You can do this and hybrid a little bit more as well. No! Who dis? Lee! Power mode. Power defend. Whoa. That much. That much. Monty could have gotten 8th. We could have been 6 and 8. But we're both in the points and got sponsor objective. I did not expect to get that this entire season. I don't understand how we qualified. So, do we have a car just built for this track? How that? And now we're 69. Maybe someone... What if someone had illegal parts? I might have been able to defend that place if I didn't realize what was happening a little sooner. But yeah, full sponsor objective, right? Because we got in quali as well. Scrutineering. Scrutineering. Let's scrutinize those cars, baby. And... No, no good. All right. Still, though. Wow. Wow, that's huge. Big points up for Chica and Ria over here. 13th and 15th overall in the Drivers' Championship. We're still 8th overall here. Now we're actually potentially, depending on how, if there's more crazy stuff that happens, we actually might be able to make a run at 7th. We would need another, like, godlike race. We are 10 points this race. We were at 2. But the big deal is now it makes it a lot easier for us to stay ahead of McNeil and Van Dort. Because I was just hoping to squeeze an extra point or 2 out of a race at some point this season to give us a little bit of buffer against these guys. This is a big buffer. Very, very, very pleased with this. Hugely pleased. Amazing how close these two are actually to each other. Scuderia Rossini is the one that Lavoie drives for. Wow. Wow. And again, come on. Someone acknowledge how amazing that was. Quilliteen's pretty cool. Good fashion sense. I'll take it. Doesn't say anything about our team. But yeah, sure, I'll take it. Maybe Alfa Romeo, not Haas. I don't know. Wouldn't we need one really, like, an old cranky Finn on our team to be Alfa Romeo? Priorities. What do we miss? More points than Maritzen, which is, the important thing. Oh. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I think we're safe from demotion. Expected 8th, came in 5th. Hell of a drive. I'm taking the entire crew out for cheap pizza. I mean, we still have well, that's not true. We have over 20 million pounds in the bank. When are we going to celebrate? If we bring out the entire team, the entire crew, we have a big party for everyone. Well, it depends when the next race is. Maybe we got to get right back to work, right? Cheap pizza with 1 extra topping. Oh, shawarma. Oh, that's good. That's good. Prosecco as we're in Italy. Oh, yeah. We are in Italy. We could go and celebrate in Italia. Oh, my God. This outing. Holy crap. This again. So if we answer, I think this one hurts our marketability. This hurts their morale. This just pisses off the chairman a little bit, and I don't care about pissing off the chairman. Actually, he didn't even lose anything. That's interesting. We do have some excess money. We could consider doing some factory upgrades. The thing is that a lot of these the upgrades that we can do are going to be fairly expensive. Not so bad though, because I wanted to save for some chassis, but honestly, I mean, 6 million. I thought we were going to be spending more money this season. We're actually not doing bad at all. I'm even wondering about upgrading 2 of these buildings. I don't know. We can think about it for next time though, because we're going to be wrapping up the stream here in just a scooch. Wow! Here, let's save the game before the game suddenly crashes. I guess it auto saved already, so it's fine. That was actually race 10, I think. This doesn't update right away. You got to advance it a couple of days before it actually upgrades that counter. So I think this is after race 10. But man, should we have Prosecco and prosciutto? I like it. Prosecco and prosciutto. It's just a little hard to say. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to. We may not have won at poker. And we may not have won in Motorsport Manager, but that is a huge win for our team. For a team that is so we just entered this league. Our drivers, I mean, again, if you look at our stats, right? There you go on the homepage over here. Our car is garbage. Our drivers aren't bad, but it's still, considered 8th overall. So between these two, this is a huge result for us. Massive. And pesto and prosciutto and prosecco. Level 3 factory and design center, those are both, admittedly, they are fantastic, the factory in particular, but the level 3 factory is, like, we can't afford it. We could technically afford the level 3 design center, but oof. Oh! People are talking about for the theme park, I think. So we need max level, we need level 4 factory and level 4 design center to get the theme park. I guess we're only level 2 design center. If we got this, we would be able to maybe unlock the road car factory. Yeah. Which would give us a little bit of money. I don't know how expensive it is. It doesn't give you the cost there. I suspect it's quite pricey. It does give you constant income, which isn't bad, but it does take a while to pay itself off. So. Wow. And yeah, save your car is not a terrible idea. Especially, there's at least the engine. I don't know if any of the other parts of the car does actually come with a performance number on it, and so that's a good one to get every year, so that you can keep getting as much like performance stats that carry over from year to year. None of the other stuff in your car design, you like, you know, your brake temperature, none of those things, those stars matter from year to year, but the things that give you performance boost do. Improvability can help with that as well, so we will see. Save to buy out in Better Designer, and that's it. We might be spending a lot of money on a Better Designer. Hey, remember when everyone wanted me to get rid of Monty? And Monty's still got potential. Monty's still got a way to go to like max out her potential. She's not even there yet. She's fairly affordable. But yeah, I mean, maybe we do have to keep our options open. We got to keep an eye open for better drivers. You know, racing is not it's not a game about making friends. It's a game about winning. Although it would be really cool to keep like just crushing it with these two. But yeah, we could definitely use a Better Designer, and snagging one, maybe even paying a buyout, might be a really good investment. So we'll see. It's not a pay driver. Neither one is a pay driver, but the thing is they have high marketability. And that was one of the issues. A lot of the drivers who were better might have come with shit marketability. And the marketability is given... The high marketability is probably worth more than the pay driver. I don't know. It's hard to say. I know we can get some sick sponsors. Oh, actually, hold on a sec. We're going to have to do some part design and stuff. No, we will be putting cut in here, but I'm like, I wonder what sponsors we will get going forward. I'm going to wait for all the sponsors to show up. First place. Come on! Give me something I can achieve! Or just offer me a bunch of big flat, you know, money right up front. We will see. You really have two young all-star drivers. Keep them, plus they are this series. Yeah, they've become that way. I mean, you know, it's a shame to... Like, Martin was cool, and he's still in it, but he had shit marketability. Good driver, shit marketability. We had to get rid of him. I loved Albert just because of the name. But no, I'm very pleased with the two drivers we've got now. We've got a lot of story behind them, so we'll see what we can do with them. Folks, we're going to be... Yeah, someone keeps spamming out about a movie. Okay. We are going to be wrapping up the stream here. We are going to raid A Kiss for Luck, who's streaming some Elder Scrolls Online. Please give her some love for me. Wednesday, we're going to be streaming something. I don't know what Wednesday is going to be on our stream. I thought Wednesday was going to be Motorsport Manager because I thought we were going to be playing poker throughout all the stream, but that's going to be okay. And so close to Bingo Quill. Just needed a train. Oh, you need me to talk about a train of cars. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry you didn't get your bingo. All right, let's raid A Kiss for Luck. We're going to see you guys on Wednesday. Next Saturday is going to be more Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, next Thursday is a brand new poker tournament. So we got streams like... Let's see, I'm off Tuesday, I'm off Friday. That's it. We're streaming 5 days a week right now. I'm going to be so tired. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.